Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Purposepreneurs Printing, where we're going to show you how you are going to start making money just like Dee, just like me, just like Arun, just like Claire, just like Skylar, and the many other people that we've worked with throughout space and time so that you can begin printing cash as a purposepreneur. But first, what is a purposepreneur? A purposepreneur is a purpose-driven entrepreneur who is the black sheep of the family, the one that relentlessly has complete faith, belief, and knowingness that they are going to make their dreams a reality. The people who are willing to go the extra mile for their own business and know they cannot be caught working for somebody else, doing things they hate for money for the rest of their lives. So with that, if you're a purposepreneur, you have come to the right place, and let's get to printing, okay, everybody? This isn't just a course. It is a line in the sand. So let's be real. You're not watching this because your life is going perfectly, are you? No. You are here because something is off. You feel it, that sinking tension in your gut when the work you do means nothing and your bank account proves it time and time again. You've touched your potential, maybe in conversation, maybe in a dream, a voice note that you never sent, but it keeps slipping away, and now you're trying to convince yourself you're not crazy for wanting more. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to equip you. But here's the quick truth. In the last 3 years, I've helped people build brands who they are, not who they pretend to be. We've built consistent multiple six-figure years, traveled to 10 plus countries, lived in downtown Miami, driven almost every supercar that you could think of, and was long-term renting a Rolls Royce for over 6 months. Ferraris, Lamborghinis, GTs, McLarens, all that. I even rented a Rolls Royce for 6 whole months because I knew I didn't want to buy one. All from breath, brand, and business done right. No fluff, no fake, but it wasn't always like that. After one of the wellness retreats I hosted, someone from my audience reached out, Pedro and Marjorie, and they had invited me to live in Miami just on faith. I had nothing, a bag, a broken iPhone, and not even a single client because I was leaving the one in person back home. I moved into their guest room with zero backup. It was actually a movie theater in their house. And I got to work. I read, I failed, I wrote, I coached, I launched offers that flopped, I hosted free group seminars, I did in-person retreats, I taught free yoga classes at yoga studios, but eventually I figured it out. That year I closed my first $8,000 client, and it wasn't just from tactics. I closed him because I finally learned how to sell my story with structure and back it with a real system. It is as simple as that. So since this isn't just about me, let me share with you who else has done it. Diana, a single mom raising a son with abilities that the system has tried to label as autism. She never sold high-ticket coaching before, but she showed up. She built her first offer, hosted her first sessions, and made over $15,000 in just 3 months. And I've got the video of her crying when it hit.
Thank you so much, guys. I am so excited. It was just so easy, and obviously Kashi prepared me for it. We got to do a little meditation breathwork before, and wow, 10K. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Not because of the money, because it finally clicked for her just how real and easy this can be. Claire, smart, intuitive, but scattered. No clear offer, no structured path. She plugged in, she ran with the play, and she made over $9,000 in just under 3 months without selling out who she really is inside. And then Arun, a tech worker drowning in the monotony, he took our AI strategy and launched his own version. Now runs a multi-six-figure agency remote from home. Now that is real results, and that is real freedom, and that is the reason why I am somebody who is going to be able to effectively bring you through that same exact process. So you've bought mini courses, you've tried to manifest your way into clarity, you wrote, "I am abundant" in a journal while overdrafting your credit accounts, and if you're anything like I was, each failed attempt made you feel a little bit more broken, but still with that purposepreneur fire under your ass. Not because you're actually broken, but because none of it was built for people like you. People with real pain, real intelligence, and zero interest in playing a fake game. Is it really a lack of motivation that you have? Or is it that nothing ever made you feel like this path, building your brand, your movement, was actually for you? When you scroll past other coaches, what does your gut say? Wow, I could do that too. Or quietly, that ain't me. Do you ever feel like your story is too real, is too raw, too different to turn into a brand? Well, good, because you are the person that I built this for. They told you that purpose and profit don't mix, that dreaming too big is dangerous, and that doing work you care about won't pay the bills. But let me make it simple for you. If you don't get paid to do what you are built for, you'll eventually betray it to survive. Let me repeat that again. If you don't get paid to do what you are built for, your dharma, you will eventually betray it just to survive. Now, everyone here as purposepreneurs, we refuse to turn away our purpose, our path, our mission. We refuse to betray it against all odds. And betrayal doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like just keeping a safe job while your soul goes numb. Sometimes it's scrolling through IG while quietly losing hope. And let me ask you this. If nothing changes in your life over this next 5 years, how would that really feel for you? Not just financially, emotionally, but what about your confidence, your relationships? I mean, look, that little part of you that knows that you are made for more, if that question stings, then you are on the right freaking path right now. It's not laziness. It's not discipline. It's a lack of structure around your identity. You've never been taught how to turn your story, your struggles, and your skills into a high-value offer, and one that people chase you for. And that is what we do as purposepreneurs, as we print right here and now together. We're not coaches, we're not influencers, and we're not hype machines. We are purposepreneurs. We turn our voice into value, our pain into product, our identity into income, and without selling our souls. We don't escape the world. We build new ones inside of it. This is for people who have been misunderstood, underestimated, written off, and still said, watch me, mother fluffer. What if your anxiety wasn't just a mental health issue? It's your body warning you that you're not living in your truth. What if your story, every mistake, every failure, every time that you've hit rock bottom was training for this exact moment? Can you see how if you had the system to turn it all into something that people would pay thousands of dollars for, your life might actually finally make sense? Am I right? And you can keep coping, keep watching free content, keep saying someday, maybe tomorrow, or you can lock in, apply the simple systems that we've created for you to build something so real that people thank you for existing. So that's what Module 2 is about. Let's get to work, y'all. Just click the button below and get over to Module 2. Watch the second video now. It'll be good. You're going to think I'm crazy for saying this, but you don't need a product. You already are one. Most people waste years trying to build something outside of themselves when the real power comes from going all in on who they already are. Your trauma, your healing, your story is all marketable. Your transformation is marketable. You just haven't learned how to actually position yourself as somebody that people can know, like, and trust, to be able to effectively show that you are capable of bringing them through the transformation that they require and desire. So, what's stopping you from charging people to learn what you've already learned through life? Like, really, you don't feel ready. You think that you need more certifications. You think that you need a bigger audience. You think that your story isn't special enough. But let me ask you this. If someone gave you $10,000 today to sit with someone who's going through what you have already overcome, would you know how to help them? If the answer is yes, then you are qualified. You just haven't built that trust in yourself quite yet, and that's what we're going to do here together. Being a purposepreneur isn't about being loud. It is about being clear. You don't need a ring light and a tripod. You need to know who you help and what they're struggling with, how you're going to walk them through the same fire. Now, granted, obviously it's great to have a ring light and a tripod, but if you don't understand the foundation of who you're serving, it will be useless. You don't need 100,000 followers. You need 10 people who see you as a lighthouse. You don't need to go viral. You need to share vitality. The deepest brands come from your darkest nights, and the moment that you stop hiding your scars is the moment that they start paying for your wisdom. Let me ask you this. What would change if you didn't need a complicated brand, an agency, or a tech stack to start making money today? What if all you needed was your story, your strategy, and a few hours a day to connect with real humans who are where you used to be? What if the parts of you that you've been ashamed of were the exact keys to your revenue? The guilt, the addiction, the confusion, the family dynamics, the ADHD, the heartbreak, all of it is monetizable. All of it is very special and important. The simpler a product is, the faster it's going to sell. So the clearer the story is, the deeper it's going to convert. People don't want complexity. They want clarity. They don't care about your credentials. They don't care if you even have them. If you can articulate their problem better and more effective and elaborate than they can themselves, you become an authority instantly. And that is what we're going to teach you next. You're not just a coach. You're a story in human form. You're a walking solution to someone's hell. And the moment that you speak your truth with no fluff, no filter, no apology, you become unforgettable. People are starving for authenticity in a world filled with performance, and they're tired of flake fexes and Canva quotes. They want really to feel seen. And when you speak from the scars that you've earned, you become irresistible. Not because you're perfect, but because you're real. If your healed self had 1,000 people in a room right now who are still struggling with that one thing that you've already overcome, what would you say to them? Well, then that is your program, that is your message, and that is your movement. We just have to reverse engineer it into a product that prints cash while changing lives, okay? The niche is you, the offer is you, the strategy is you, everything else is just logistics. We'll handle the tech, we'll give you the funnels, we'll show you the scripts, but the soul of this business, the differentiator, is the brand, the tone, the emotional edge, and that is you. The more you own that, the more that they are willing to pay. Because humans don't just buy perfection, they buy a deep connection. It's as simple as that. So in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to take your messy story and structure it into a premium offer that makes people chase you for help. No more guessing, no more journaling in circles, no more hoping someone stumbles into your DMs and begs to pay you. We're going to turn your identity into your income and build a business around your soul, not despite it. So click next and let's keep going. Super glad to have you here. This is the 0 to 1K game plan, okay, everybody? Let's get it. Forget funnels. Forget spending hours designing content that doesn't convert. And if you need cash and you want to coach, this is the model that will explain exactly how that works. Most of the world is trying to build a digital empire before they've even helped 5 people. They're caught in complexity, caught in branding, caught in overthinking. You don't need branding. You need a breakthrough. And a lot of you might think, this dude is fucking insane. He's saying, I don't need ring lights, I don't need funnels. What the fuck is he talking about? It will all make sense soon. I'm not saying that those things won't be present in your reality. They will. and they will be required down the line, but that's not how you get your first couple $1,000s in your bank account. And that's what I'm here to do, is help you begin printing money as the purposepreneurs that we are. Realistically, think about this for a second. Nobody's really buying coaching. They're buying a path out of pain. And your offer isn't just your method. It's the transformation that you help people experience and live in their own lives. Your client doesn't care about your 6-step process. They care about how you help them feel different fast. You're not just here to teach. You're here to shift their state, shift their identity, and shift their belief, and that is why you get paid. It's not only just to coach them. Here's the exact model that we teach. It is one clear transformation, one invite a day, one live event a week. It's as simple as that. Step 1, one clear transformation. It's one clear transformation, one invite a day, and one live event a week. One clear transformation is to choose the problem you know how to solve, the one thing that you've already alchemized in yourself. That is the focus of your free weekly event. It could be reset your nervous system in 20 minutes, relax after work with the regulated nervous system, come back into your heart after a stressful day with your partner, whatever it is, regrounding with your neurodivergent child, integrating self-love after a narcissistic relationship, whatever it may be. This transformation becomes the engine of your business, and because people feel it before they ever pay. So then the next step is to connect with one real person per day, okay? So that person, you're just going to convey whatever problem you're solving for. Hey, I'm inviting you to this such and such event where we're going to solve XYZ problem and get XYZ result for you in XYZ amount of time. So why don't you just come, and as you'll see later on, we have all of the scripts and automations and everything that you need to effectively understand the best way to actually script that. But since we're just going over this now briefly, I'm going to give you a quick overlay of exactly what it is. So what was step 1? Have one clear transformation. Step 2 is one invite per day. Step 3 is to host one weekly live event. Show up, serve, and shift. Take them through the process. Show them that change is real and that it can happen really, really quickly. Don't teach, but transform. Then at the end, invite the right ones to go deeper, not with a push, but with permission. And if you're feeling something right now and you wanted to help integrating this into your life, click the button on Zoom, raise your hand, and I'll have one of my team members or myself come and reach out to you, and we'll see how we can best serve you. It's along the lines of something that you could say. Simple, clean, effective. So we don't pitch. We ask, we listen, and we lead. That is what heart-centered sales is, okay? Sales isn't about pushing someone to say yes. It's about holding space so they realize that they already want to say yes. You led with resonance. You connected to them with compassion, and you asked real questions that unlocked their readiness. And because they've already felt your work live, they've already trusted you. That is the cheat code. If you could bring someone into a space that changes them forever, why would you wait to invite them? It is your duty, your responsibility. You don't need a viral moment. You don't need to have some crazy giant list, which you will one day. You don't need permission. You need to serve live, real, now. You don't need more content. You need more conversations that lead to connection and then conversion. It's as simple as that, everybody. So if this module clicks with you and you want the exact scripts, DM templates, and event outline, and what to say when someone asks how much, that's all waiting for you in the next tier. This next step gives you plug and play messages that get people into your live rooms, a proven format to guide group sessions that convert, the full breakdown of how to turn one live call per week into 4 to 5 clients per month. No ads, no stress, no pressure, just structure, energy, and results. Click next. Let's reset your nervous system, because if your energy is off, none of this will land.